and I'm with Rad from New Jersey. And I've known Rad for about a year. We chatted on the Carnivore group, that's how we met. And so we have a story to share for carnivores and other people. So, hey Rad, welcome.
Thank you, Atia, for having me.
Pleasure. So let's get straight into it. What led you to reach out to me and make adjustments to your diet?
Well, so I started the carnivore diet about 3.5 years ago, and finally about 2 months ago, I started peeing kidney stones. They were uric acid stones. I had them checked out, and they're 100% uric acid. It's not just some, oxalate detox that people might think. And also, I realized that, after 3.5 years, my digestion is still shaky. My dandruff is still there, and I'm just not, 100%. So I decided that it's time to, look into different avenues and maybe optimize my carnivore diet.
Yes. So there are many doctors, carnivore doctors out there who offer consultations. Why did you reach out to me?
Well, because I remembered our conversations in groups, and I remembered that you made most sense, and very logical. You talked about minerals, you talked about balance, and that really woke me up to kind of like, I remember talking to Taya, and she knows a lot of this stuff, so maybe I should see what she can offer me, what she can suggest for my situation in particular.
Yes, so we did your hair test recently, and from our conversation on Facebook, you were quite surprised.
Yes, pretty much all my minerals were down below normal, very low, I would say. And yeah, I didn't have a good balance, and you could see it on the test, and you're just like, okay, now I know what's going on.
So what was the biggest aha from seeing your hair test and then following my recommendations from there?
The biggest aha moment was that we are not designed, many of us are not designed to just eat meat. We need to alkalize the body as well. We need to, we need to basically change our minerals and make sure that they're in balance now, and by adding other foods.
Yes. And so what 3 benefits are you experiencing now as a result of making these adjustments?
Well, the first benefit is I don't have any more kidney stones. So that's great. The second benefit is my kidneys stopped twitching. I had twitching over there, and I had even sharp pains as well. So that scared me quite a bit, actually, because I could have taken carbonate, what is it?
Sodium bicarbonate.
Sodium bicarbonate or something like that, and fix the problem, but it wouldn't be the root cause. I wouldn't be, I would still be putting so much pressure on my kidneys. So, and also, yeah. So and also I started having also more energy, and I woke up like from the sugar. Like I had some sugar finally that I haven't had in 3.5 years, and it just woke me up. So that's a big one as well.
Yes, on the carnivore, people talk about carbs being evil, sugar being addictive. What they don't realize is that your liver needs some carbohydrates to convert steroid hormones to convert cholesterol to steroid hormones. And steroid hormones is what we all want more of. We want more testosterone for men. We want more progesterone for women, DHEA for adrenals. We want that because it keeps us lean and keen. And so carbohydrates are important in that conversion.
Absolutely. I'm seeing that now. I'm seeing that you need carbs because like I did not have energy a lot. I used to almost fall asleep behind the wheel. all the time on the carnivore diet, and it's not normal, obviously. But because I was having such amazing, health, like mental health benefits, that I would rather not have a liver than, but because it could be debilitating. But now I'm realizing I can have both. I can still have the carnivore benefits and just lower the meat intake and add some things and balance it out, for sure. Yeah.
That's right. It's all about individuality, where you are now and where you are going. And the testing that people use, such as blood test or following other people's advice, is unreliable. It's unreliable. And by the time something does show up on the blood test, one is probably in the kidney department having kidney dialysis, as one carnivore that we know. And I could pretty much predict, if I did his hair test, I would see that imbalance. So like vegans, carnivores, zero carbers, paleo, keto, all these philosophies are wonderful. And when we try to put ourselves in it, it's like putting a square in a circle, or a circle into a square. Sometimes it fits, most of the time it doesn't. And we hold on to it because we love the philosophy, we love the people, we have heroes. I certainly did that for many years with macrobiotics. And then I had to eat my own words, because I said meat is unhealthy. And I love meat, I thrive on meat. But you don't want to be eating that all day, every day, because your blood is going to become acidic. And when your blood becomes acidic, your kidneys work very hard to buffer it. And they need minerals. They need sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium. These are the minerals that carnivores tend to have low, even if they supplement. Why? Because you need some carbs to absorb them and to utilize them.
Right.
So you run a group of 700 people.
Correct.
So so what message do you have for people, carnivores, who are having issues, who are struggling, and they don't know what to do?
Well, first of all, you need to realize that your philosophy could be killing you. And if you're in these groups, and it's so easy to be a part of something and to go against even how you feel. You might even just psychologically, it's like a placebo almost. You might make yourself feel so amazing, but really your body is deteriorating on the inside. So you have to kind of look, you have to be a little bit more objective, get away from all the dogma, and really just start thinking about it differently, so you can be more objective, so you can look at things. You can always go back to the carnivore diet. You already know what that is like. It's good to seek out other possibilities and look into them, for sure.
Absolutely. So you've just started this, so you do have a healing journey ahead of you. It's not like a straight line. There are ups and downs, and how do you navigate? If you haven't been eating bananas or drinking celery juice for 3 years and you have it the first time, it can be a problem, but it might not. So when you started having green juices, how did you feel?
Amazing. And I couldn't stop drinking it. I remember the very first 3 or 4 days that I was drinking it. It was just like my body, I couldn't stop, but I usually, I didn't overdo it either, of course, because I couldn't. And then I even added, another 250 mils in the evening, and great. It just woke me up. It made me feel better, and it like there was something calming about my body that I felt immediately from it. So, and like I said, my kidney stopped twitching after about 2 days or 2.5 days of doing this juice. So,
well, that was very courageous of you.
yeah, you have to do what you got to do. It's all about results. It's all about being true to yourself, true to the people that you working with. Everybody, it's not about doing something and then putting on a front or pretending. It's not. It was never about that for me ever from the beginning.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, I do remember you had a thirst for knowledge, and you asked a lot of questions. You probably asked more questions than anyone on the Carnivore. And they were sincere questions. They weren't just sort of questions that lead you into an argument. So knowledge is power. And when we're empowered, even if the journey takes a year or 2 years or 6 months, you know how to do the time. It's when people don't know their own biochemistry and they're guessing or they're comparing, they end up giving up on something that could have possibly worked if they would have made the adjustment, a little bit less of this, more of that. So I value testing. Why guess when you can test?
That makes a lot of sense, yeah. I wish I was a little smarter before and I did things, but I was very into trying the raw, because I never really gave it 100%, and I thought raw sounds so much better. It's got to work. It's got to be the right way to go. And at first, it did make me feel better, than cooked meat. But the biggest mistake that I made is that I thought that what I was seeing coming out of me is detox. And so when I went raw, I saw more of what I thought was detox. So and now after I've added the carbs, I've added the juices, I've added some things, and I lowered the meat intake, I realized that it was no detox. It was just me not digesting food properly. So
yes,
that is huge.
The cliche detox. If something's not working, must be detox.
Right. I fooled myself good on that one, and that really led me. I literally wasted a year and a half of eating a raw diet because I thought I was detoxing.
Exactly. Oh, you're going to help so many people. This is wonderful.
I hope so.
So thank you, and we'll touch base again soon for more of your progress.
Thank you, Ted. Thank you for having me.